Test.
Are we testing?
Come on!
1, 2, 3.
Fuck, Jesus.
See if my fan's too loud.
Kylie, for Christ's sakes, this has been 27 episodes, and I said, we're going to test now. And I go, okay, that means go ahead.
Okay, well that's 20 seconds long.
But we haven't heard anything else. Go on, Jen.
And I was just like, okay, I'm waiting. Maybe I'll go last. And that's the worst thing that you can do.
But that's the thing. I was trying to make sure that I could hear all of you. This is the whole point of the test.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 28 of Rapid Reviews Radio. I am your co-host, Kylie Wild, and I'm joined by two, yes, count them, two co-hosts. Pete Beckett, of course.
Hello.
And Jen.
Hello.
Lady Sugar Cube, yes.
Hey.
It's always good to have Jen. Yes, we love having her.
Yeah, I love being here.
Yeah. Perks up our... well, I was going to say it perks up the podcast, but it also perks up our chat with gifts. So.
Oh,
yeah.
And she's managed to unblock me for at least 2 minutes for this.
Yeah,
at
so there you
least.
go. You'll have to work hard this episode.
Yeah, exactly.
I keep trying, but it never works. It never works.
Yeah, but you did get blocked by Jason Schreier, so.
I obviously, it was all my fault he left Kotaku.
Yes. We'll take that stance.
Yeah, it was that last flurry of messages that sent him over the edge, and he went, right, I'm done with these people. Like, I can't work for Kotaku anymore. I now need to go to Bloomberg where they're going to send me more money.
Yes. Pete Beckett says that I'm terrible at life, so I must leave.
I must go.
My planet needs me.
I was going to say, but people need me
Yeah. Everything makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
We're on that wavelength.
So I want to know how everyone's week has been in this, what are we in, 6th week of lockdown?
It could be
I know who counts anymore. I don't know.
I mean, it could be 6 weeks, it could be 6 months at this point. I have no idea. I've lost all concept of time, to be honest.
I only know it's Sunday because we record podcasts on Sunday. Every other day, I don't know, and they just all blend together.
Yeah. So. I only know it's the weekend because I don't have to turn my computer on at first thing in the morning.
Oh, that's right, because you're working from home.
Yep.
Yes, I'm on shutdown.
That's my measure of the week. Do I have to start work? No, it must be the weekend then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nothing's changed then.
Yeah. Jen, are you working from home as well?
Yes, I am. Yeah. But I had to go in the office on Friday.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I gotta go on Tuesday as well.
Does that mean that you'll be wrapping yourself up like you did for your Animal Crossing trip to go and buy that?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Face mask, scarf over the mouth, the whole lot.
Yeah. That was exactly how I went into my office on Friday, and I will on Tuesday.
Good. At least we know that you're not spreading.
No.
Yeah.
Good.
No.
That's very true. Absolutely.
Excellent.
Yep, and I'm still in non-essential business, so I'm still just chilling here. I do have orders, I just can't complete them.
Well, I don't know. It seems like people like GameStop are always further changing the definition of essential, aren't they? So you could easily change that. People need clothes.
Oh yeah.
Custom bespoke t-shirt. I have seen lots of funny t-shirts being printed by home printers, which I may actually get into that racket. But there's one that says they posted, if you can read this and I can turn around and punch you, you're too close.
Yes.
So I was like, I think I'm gonna
Oh, that's a really good one.
Yeah. So I've got a few ideas going around. I mean, I can't sell them, but I could at least have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure to share them.
Yeah, but
knowing your luck.
Knowing your luck, you'll put them out there and lockdown will be over, and then you pretty much got no reason to sell them.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, the way this year's going, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this on a previous episode, but I have a convention still scheduled for August. We'll see. And the theme of this year's convention was post-apocalyptic wasteland. So.
I mean, you wanted it in a venue called The Vault. There was no other way you were going to do it.
Exactly. I was very thrilled. I have all the artwork's been created by our artists, and they're so talented. And it's just would be wrong. It would be so wrong to release it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how that goes. But.
I don't know, you could still go with it, just make sure it's not about viral infections.
Yeah, but you also have to know that the workshop I was going to teach
God.
The zombie apocalypse preparedness class. So it was going to be kind of tongue-in-cheek, but it was going to you would still be able to get like CPR certified and just have a few survival, common sense things. And then this happened. I was like, oh,
too soon? Yeah.
Too soon, yeah.
That may be bad optics for that one, I think.
Yeah. I definitely shutting that one down this year.
But is that mainly because we're all well prepared for the upcoming zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, well, being that, I would have mentioned things like water and hand sanitizer, I kind of think, oh dear. And I'll have to add toilet paper for when I do that next time.
No.
I was just about to say that.
Because toilet paper set on fire can be a healthy distraction for zombies.
But that, I think, leads us to the news, which has been an interesting mix this week.
So it's been slim pickings, but there's been some great news stories that have come up as a result of that.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough.
Yeah.
So I'll start off with the smaller news of this one, because it might mean that I actually get to play this again. But Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to Game Pass as of the 5th of May.
Yes. I hope that you do play it, and I hope that you do like it.
I hope that I punched my horse several times in the face again.
Apparently you'll do that, because apparently everyone but me did that.
I punched a horse, I shot a horse, and I shot a guard. All by accident.
But I've said it often, but I still mean it. Yes, I mean, obviously there are game mechanics that, aren't the best, aren't the greatest. It's Rockstar. It's a Rockstar game. But dang, that story, when you get into it.
Look, I need to, because I've heard so many good things about the narrative, and as a guy who loves a good narrative structure, I should enjoy it. It's just everything around it kind of annoyed the utter hell out of me.
Yeah. I mean, but I can get that. I can. But, that story. And the guy that voices Arthur Morgan, I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but he's actually Irish. Yeah. But... his accent is so well done. It sounds like he's from East Texas.
Yeah.
So much so that I looked him up to see if that's where he was from, because that's my accent. And it's like, whoa, that
is cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Come to find out, like, I wasn't the only one saying that. I found an entire Reddit thread where people were like, is this East Texas and West Louisiana accent? I mean, is he from there? Blah, blah. Yeah, because it was like, we were all like, this is us.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how he did it. Just a very talented voice actor. Yeah. And then they mocapped him as well, and he's just a really good actor. So good.
I'd agree with his performance was fantastic. Yeah. He deserved the accolades that he got. But
definitely.
It does sound like he's talking with a mouthful of chewing tobacco in his gob, though.
Well... I can't say that isn't done. No, East Texas.
You know exactly how that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of spitters in East Texas. Oh. Gross.
And there I was going to make a really poor incest joke, but I think I'll leave it for now.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Kylie's got all posh now.
Yes.
Oh dear. Must get my tea now.
Yes. Jen, have you ever had a go at Red Dead, or is it just not on your radar?
I kind of tried to, but I got distracted, and it is sometimes so hard to get back into games when you have neglected them for too long. Especially open world games.
Oh yeah, they're especially hard to get back into.
They are. I have to agree with that. Absolutely.
Yeah. I normally, when I get back to them, I just continue to explore the environment.
Yeah.
That was what happened with Breath of the Wild with me.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
That makes perfect sense. Absolutely.
I was just, thinking of, okay, normally you should focus on the story, but there is a side quest. It's a ridiculous one, but I gotta do it.
That's what I do. I'm so side quest focused.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, another one, then the main story. Okay, another one. And this is just me in a nutshell. And funnily enough, my boyfriend was getting back into Red Dead Redemption 2, I think 1.5 weeks before today. And he was just like, he wasn't having it. Again.
Oh, wow.
So
what's
he been playing it on?
Disappointing. I'm sorry.
What's he been playing it on?
On Xbox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We don't have a PlayStation 4.
I know, that's why I was wondering. I thought it might have been via Rockstar's incredibly cacky PC launcher.
Oh, gosh.
No.
Good. At least you're playing it a good way.
Yeah. No, it was, we started it and then it kind of laid around, other titles came along and
Oh, yes, yeah.
But it's a shame because, Red Dead Redemption, the first one was so cool.
It was very cool.
Yeah, and it has... Yeah, I heard good things about it, but many people were just frustrated with it, with Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah,
a lot of people were. Well, it's weird, and I know I've said this, but it was very weird because a lot of people complained about the complexity of the controls. But I think because I had just been messing around with Grand Theft Auto 5, I think that had an influence that I went straight into the controls because of the same, but...
That's the thing, though, is that since playing GTA 5 again recently, I don't find those controls as complex as Red Dead Redemption 2, because with Red Dead Redemption 2, you have to hold down a trigger to unlock certain different functions that you are doing. There's hardly any of that in GTA 5.
That's true, and that does kind of come back to something I said even in the Doom review, is I hate weapons wheels. I hate them. They suck, but there's no there's no logical way around them.
Yeah.
Or no one's come up with one. So everyone just relies on weapon wheels, but they slow me down. I hate them.
I suppose they make sense because it's like, let's hold a button to bring the wheel up, and then you've got the 360 motion from the sticks to be able to do it as closely and as accurately as possible as doing it on a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. I always go either one under or one over from what I want, and it's just like,
Oh, what, on your scroll wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? I used to do that a lot on UT too much.
Oh, yeah. But,
it can be a hassle if it is a little bit flimsy,
Yeah, absolutely.
Fallout 4 actually introduced, or I'd say they introduced, it could be on other games, I just never noticed it, but they have hotkeys and you can program your favorite weapon or whatever.
Aren't many games that do that, actually. So I think that should be something that should be looked at a bit more.
I think so too, because which we'll talk more about Doom in a little bit, but
spoiler!
Spoiler!
but even on Doom, I'm just like, I know now I can officially say I know this game inside and out, and probably almost as well as I know Halo, and I'm still struggling with the stupid weapons wheel.
But yet you don't struggle with the fact that you have to hold L1 and press R1 and then press triangle to mount your horse.
For some reason.
No, that's not completely accurate. I'm guaranteeing that.
No, it's like Y, I think, is the mount your horse button, and
okay, it's like hold L2 and then press triangle for one dialogue option. I want to intimidate this person. Why can't I just hold my goddamn gun up?
Yeah, it is. It's funny. I you know what? I think what I'll do is in November, I think it'll be out 2 years. I think.
Yeah, it will be.
I think it was November.
It was November 2018. Or October, November 2018.
Yeah. I might give it another replay just to see if in 2 years if it's still just, what do they call that? Nostalgia glasses on or something? Whatever they say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and see how it looks.
It's like the beer goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
But, can I bring something up I've just thought about, actually?
Yeah, sure.
Because I wanted to add an addendum to last week's episode, in the fact that we mentioned this on Twitter the day after, was the fact that Streets of Rage 4 was coming to Game Pass on the 30th.
Yes.
Now, I wish I would have known about that on the time, because I would have got so much more hype. But, it's just another situation where it's like, my God, like, how many games are really coming to Game Pass? Do we actually need to buy any physical or digital, like, Xbox games anymore?
I think that's what their aim is. I really do. I think they are striving to become the Netflix of gaming, and
I hope so, and I think it's really working for Microsoft in this respect.
Well, see, the thing is, what I like about it is that, I don't sit down long enough to watch TV or movies or anything like that. But on the rare occasion that I like a particular movie, let's say Deadpool, I will buy it. I don't have a physical copy, but I bought a digital copy from who knows where, probably Amazon.
Probably the Ultra HD 4K version digital copy, knowing you.
Yes.
Chill.
But if I got a kind of curious notion to watch something, I'd just watch it on Netflix or whatever, It's kind of the same thing with the games. I'll buy Halo Infinite, probably. I've bought Halo. I've bought the Master Chief Collection.
I mean, who buys the Master Chief Collection? This is probably why you all got done over on day one. You gave too much faith in 343.
I know, I did. I really did. But, I mean, with the exception of buying, the games that I really love, most games don't have replayability for me. With the exception of Fallout, now Doom, and Halo. That's my three main ones. Most anything else I'm playing through just to either complete it or see if I like it or whatever. So I prefer paying the Game Pass money and having that rather than cluttering up my hard drive or physical space, even with games that I know I'm not gonna, play long term. Yeah,
I agree. I mean, I sat on the fence for a very, very, very long time on whether or not I should buy Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah,
it came onto Game Pass, day one download, played it, quite liked it, but didn't feel the need to want to carry on with it. So I'm glad I made that decision.
Exactly.
Same with GTA. I played it already, wanted to play it again. It was on Game Pass. Why not? Got a good 20 hours out of that.
Yeah, 20 hours.
Yeah, I was doing side missions as well.
No, that should have been like 40 hours.
Yeah, but
that's because I do all the achievements and
but remember, I had already played it for twice, so I knew what I was doing. And I was going specifically this time around to go for the Death Wish mission.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, the previous two times I played it, I killed either Trevor or Michael, and I wish I hadn't.
Exactly. The worst. The worst.
I know they are. And Michael's is the worst because he just throws himself off a tower.
I hate it.
At least Trevor actually burns with dignity.
I love Trevor. I do love Trevor. I love his voice actor too.
He's awesome because he's such a scumbag, and it's amazing.
Yes. Yeah. He made an appearance in Westworld. I don't know if y'all knew that.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he's in the first episode. I didn't get into Westworld like I thought I would. Really seemed right up my alley.
Yeah.
I did watch the first 2 or 3 episodes before I just got bored and said no.
Okay,
this is not for me.
I heard the same thing about Westworld.
Yeah, I mean the premise is great. The cast is amazing.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins and a few others.
Yeah,
just to say the least. Andy Newton, I believe, is in there too.
Yes, absolutely. And she looks amazing, and it's like
it's shocking to think that she's over 50 at least.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's just like what? But
some people just don't age.
They don't.
I am not one of them.
But Trevor's voice actor, which I think is Stephen Ogg. I can just remember his last name.
Yeah,
Stephen Ogg.
Okay. He's in there, and he's just Trevor in a cowboy hat. It's awesome. And I'm like, I love you.
There you go. You set up the premise for Red Dead Redemption 3, Trevor's Return.
Oh, I wish they'd do that.
Oh God! Imagine if it was like an ancestor of his that was actually around in that time. Oh my God!
You know, though, they did say. Now here is, because Rockstar is known for their Easter eggs. They have great Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So there is a photo that you look at in Red Dead Redemption 2, which is a group of guys. One of them is the model for Michael.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so the whole thing was like, oh, this has got to be Michael's, ancestor, blah, 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 blah.
No, actually, that could be a really cool theory, is that actually this is a movie that Michael would watch.
Well, see, that's another thing other people were saying was that. And then the guy that is Michael, all he did was post up the screenshot of the old picture in Red Dead Redemption 2 and said something like, all I can say is that's definitely my, their 3D scan of him.
Yeah.
He goes, and that's all I'm saying. So, it's like, So, yeah. But Rockstar is great at Easter eggs.
Yep. The best one is the Easter egg. The actual Easter egg.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Oh, gosh. Did y'all ever experience the jetpack? Like if you did a bunch of things, you would you'd unlock a jetpack, and nobody could figure out how to do it.
That was in San Andreas, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And
yeah, no wonder I don't, because San Andreas sucks.
I'll tell you this. It sucks. It sucks going back to it. At the time, it was pretty cool, but going back to it, it's like, oh.
With exception to GTA 4, and rightly so, it's the only GTA game I've ever traded in.
Wow.
Whoa.
San Andreas sucks. And I knew it back then because I played it for a couple of days and then traded it, and the guy looked at me in the shop and went, "What?" I went, "Yeah, it's
Are you
crap."
sure? Are you sane, sir?
Oh, that's like I did GTA 4. I played it for an hour and I went, "No, not for me."
Yep. Me and my friend went to a midnight launch of that, ran back to his house excited, played it for an hour, about 2 hours, and then the next day he returned it and went, "This is a pile of crap."
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah. Nico, do you want to go bowling? No, Roman, I want to strangle you.
Yeah, it's way too, detailed or not, I don't know what that's the right word. Like honestly, little micromanaging, like little tiny things you have to do.
For me, there was only one thing that caused me issues. It was too realistic.
That's what I'm trying to say. Exactly.
They tried to make driving too realistic, the shooting too realistic, the mini games too realistic. It was just
exactly
a lot of what made GTA fun is the cartoony ridiculousness, and they went straight back to that with GTA 5. But yet still took elements of GTA 4, like the handling of the cars, but they just made it more arcadey, which it's fine.
But they also did like yoga and golf. In GTA 5,
I barely played them. I barely played them.
I remember that now.
It's so terrible.
Oh, that was so stupid.
The golf was the worst. That forced yoga mission as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was just like, no.
Kill me.
Yeah. I play games to get away from stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, no thanks.
No thanks, exactly.
Yeah, it's like the day that they like in GTA 6, if they make you go to an arcade, it's like, right, I'm done. I do not want to relive this in a game.
Well,
I can do this in real life.
You know what's weird, though?
Yeah.
You know what's weird? You say that. That's a good point. Shenmue? God, I hope I'm saying that right. The original, of course. You could go into the, was it the Sega?
Yep.
Game thing, and you could play games in there.
Yeah, you could play old classic Sega games.
Yeah, I did like that part.
Yeah. Funnily enough, could never get that back for the third one, and I wonder why.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
Might have something to do with Deep Silver and no Sega, maybe?
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. But I'm going to say a very terrible, controversial thing. I'm not a big fan of Shenmue.
Nah. I mean, I played it. I played it back in the day. Like, it was great then, and it was revolutionary. But it is a very poor handling game at the moment, unfortunately.
I think because I played it so much later than when it was released, that the kind of, impact was lost on me.
Yeah.
Because that's back when they didn't have open world games, is from what I understand.
And that was the game that took day-night cycles like seriously based on internal clocks and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It was crazy how they did some of the things in there.
Yeah.
But it's a terrible game.
Yeah, just not for me. But it's got, people love it, and
yeah, I think when Shenmue 1 and 2 HD came out, I think people started to realise how badly it had aged.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But oh well.
But let's go to the next thing.
Yes. So 160,000 legacy Nintendo accounts have been illegally accessed by quote hackers. And Nintendo is now basically shut down the NNID system that was used on the Wii U and the 3DS. And you now have to enable two-step authentication on your Switch system.
I was going to say, explain that to me, a non-Nintendo user.
So,
like I'm 5.
Okay, basically, NNID was their proprietary login system for Wii U and 3DS, so you could link the two together.
Oh, right,
You couldn't share purchases, which was stupid.
Right.
Which is why I now own like 15 different copies, digitally and physically, probably, of Mario Brothers, of course.
Yeah, but I need to make a point about that in a bit, but anyway, continue on.
So they would have this logon system. Then, when the Switch came about, rather than everyone creating new accounts, they introduced the ability to create your Switch account using your NNID account. So it was basically just a hot transfer over to the Switch.
Right.
Show no information about what you've played on the Wii U, because they clearly didn't want people being shown up as, I once played the Wii U.
Yeah. So silly.
These legacy systems didn't have two-step authentication factor stuff on it. So they were relatively easy for anyone with a brain, not even a hacker, to actually social engineer someone into giving their password. That's all it took. That's why I went, quote hackers, because most of this has been done by social engineering questions.
I'm gonna say either that or just brute force the.
No. They never brute forced the server.
That, right, okay.
No, they sent out phishing requests to people.
Oh,
and
then that's the easiest way to do it.
Targeted questions that were based on them using social engineering, which is annoyingly enough, I know a lot about this because of Darknet Diaries. Another shout out to Darknet Diaries. I should be paid by Jack now just to do this. But I learn a lot of this stuff from him, so I can't complain too much. That's all it is. They just targeted a couple of questions to people via an email and a phishing link, and bam, they're in, and they're buying V-Bucks out of it from Fortnite.
Oh gosh, of course.
And most of the problem causing this, PayPal.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
Yeah, Nintendo have basically recommended that you enable two-step authentication on your Switch, as well as on your PayPal account too.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh,
I know. 160,000. I haven't actually logged onto my Switch since this happened. Oh, shoot.
I
have checked my bank account, though, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have two-factor authentication? Let me just tell you. Let's just ask that on the podcast, because that was real smart of me.
I can or cannot divulge that information, unfortunately. Yes. Now, if you were to ask me a question about Mario Brothers, you might get the answer. Yeah. Yes, that was a joke, people.
Yes.
Yeah, look, in this day and age, you do have... Unfortunately, you now have to turn around and go, I'm joking.
Yeah, and the most exhausting thing in videos nowadays when you're watching a YouTube video is just like, and before anyone goes off this in the comments, I know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I was just like,
it really takes you out of it.
Yeah. Everyone's too afraid to make edgy jokes.
I'm thinking of just making a t-shirt that just says, I'm always sarcastic.
Yeah.
That's just it. Just bottom line.
Do you want to know?
Nothing I say is serious.
I'm going to buy this.
You should. Now, I actually, recently enough, I was on a conference call with the people at work, and they got told on there that I had passed my probation from work, which was great. So they said, say something. So I went, okay, all right. So I'm just sitting at my desk downstairs, and I went, I'm a man of few words, and then sat down. And they were just looking around like, what the hell is he on?
What?
Huh? I would have said...
I just went, it's a joke.
Whenever someone tells me to say something, I just say something.
Yeah, the old classic.
Yeah, exactly.
Will you say something? Say something.
Something.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the one that was on The Simpsons. It's like, that was it. It's like, if I could say a few words, I'd be a better public speaker.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh, that's really good.
Wow, that derailed very quickly away from Nintendo's accounts.
Yeah.
No, but I hate this, but it does kind of reinforce that to always be aware of phishing scams.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever, ever. There should never be anything that sends you an email that says, we've updated our systems and we're going to need your password.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yes. That's a clear giveaway. I keep getting one at the moment for TV licensing. Yeah, I live with my parents, so I don't have a TV license. And it's so blatant.
Yeah, I called the other day. I don't remember who it was from. It was an American company, and obviously I don't have any accounts in America at the moment. And but it was like a very mainstream thing. It was like Jimmy John's or something like that, you know. And it's like, oh, we've updated our customer list and saw that you're on there, but we don't have this information. Click this button.
Sure.
Yeah. Put in your bank account and everything. I was like, really, guys? Really?
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah. During these times with Corona and people are obviously...
what?
Dang it! I was just like...
Don't worry, I clocked the first one too.
Okay. I was just about to throw that up there. You got it.
Very good. So, with Corona and all the nonsense going on, just never happened. Yep. So, yeah, many phishing emails are coming and increasing. And it's just like, why? People, seriously.
I've noticed they've gone up in scale. I get Amazon ones, TV licensing ones.
Apple.
Apple
I get
ones.
Apple.
I'm on Android.
Yeah, me too. I'm Android. But sure.
Oh my god.
It's so bad.
It's really bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm like... Okay, when the first weeks of this, the global lockdown was starting... There was a guy in America who bought like $700,000 worth of hand sanitizer and toilet paper and something like that, and he couldn't sell it because we have laws about that. You can't do that. And so he's sitting there, and like it's a photo of him and the story, and he looks like so sad and dejected, and his shirt says something like, I'm an entrepreneur. And I was like, I took, offense at that because no, you're not. And you're trying to profit off of people's misery and fear. And come to find out, nobody would buy it from him with good reason. So he ended up, and he's now out, $700,000.
That's pretty bad.
Right.
Exactly. I'm just shocked at the level that people stoop to during a crisis. Yeah. It's like,
shame on you. There's a special place in hell for you.
Yes, I sure hope so.
Of course.
Together with those scam email senders.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Times.
Scam each other.
Gotta love a good scam.
Yeah.
The problem is I'm not getting any good ones. I'm just getting trash ones.
Yeah.
I want to be challenged here, people. Come on.
Yeah. Don't make it too easy.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Look, I want to get to the point where I have to put my credit card details in and go, hold on a minute. Oh, you nearly got me there.
Too funny.
Yeah. We'll move on because there's not much else more to say about that. Now, this is the most unusual, most ridiculous thing I think I have ever seen. And I've been in this business a long time.
Yes.
A new patent from Sony has been released for a robot assistant called a Feeling Deduction Unit. Now, I've just got an image for you that I want to share that comes from the patent. I will post this up on Twitter afterwards as well. This is just weird. So, go.
Oh.
Why does it look like a potato with googly eyes?
It's fuzzy and amiable unless one thing that it hates.
What is the one thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was looking at that news story and I went, what is the one thing it does hate? I don't know.
Yeah. I want to know now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was scanning frantically the whole article. What is the thing that he hates?
Yeah.
Let me see.
So, I mean, this got reported by a lot of different outlets, but the one that I got was from this place called cbinsights.com. Came up on Google. I'm not going to complain. It says, feeling lonely? Sony files to patent a gamer robot friend that will cheer you on. The Feeling Deduction Unit is no couch potato. It's fuzzy and amiable, unless you do the one thing that it hates.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What does this even mean?
I have no idea. Is this a Furby?
That's what it looks like.
It could be a Furby.
Can we get Furby again?
Oh gosh, no.
Oh god.
They had different personalities, and then the one thing that it hates is something completely random.
Yeah.
Let's just suggest we all get one, and Kylie's has another erg, mine has another erg, and Pete
that would be fun.
Also has another erg. It's just like, yeah, what does your Sony kind of thing you freak out about?
So
a mug, I don't know.
Mine doesn't like the fact I eat after midnight.
That's your girlfriend.
But I. Oh man.
Oh. Nice.
Sorry.
Nice.
But let me read the quote from this article.
Yeah.
Because OMFG.
Yep.
Like a true friend, the robot would adapt its behavior not only to a user's mood, but also to how a user treats the robot. If the user is slow to charge its battery when low, or if the gamer gets upset and kicks or pushes the robot while playing, the robot would start to react against the user. This is meant to encourage attention and friendliness from the user, as well as foster a more realistic, human-like friendship. That is so messed up and weird.
Yep.
Wow.
And
okay.
I'm going to be completely honest. As an autistic, my robot would be isolated and abandoned.
Yep. What are you talking about, Kylie? Like, you've got people in your house at the moment that you want to get rid of. You're going to want to get rid of the robot friend too.
Exactly.
It's taking up too much room.
Exactly. Especially within the first 24 to 48 hours. Why don't you talk to me?
It's getting late. Maybe you should be sleeping now.
Oh.
And then I'll just kick it off.
Thanks, Mom.
I'll take out its batteries and throw it in the closet. You're too clingy, robot.
Yeah, send it back to Sony. It's just like, it's too clingy. Please replace. Thank you.
It's too human-like.
Yeah. Oh, dang it.
Look,
if I want something like this, I just can go on Twitter. Thanks.
Oh gosh, exactly. Oh my gosh.
This robot doesn't gel well with my robotic personality.
I was gonna say, if they want a real robot, they can just download my personality. It'll just sit there for 4 or 5 hours playing a game silently. Never talk to you. Never talk to you, never comfort you.
Yeah. Did you, on the article, did you see the flow diagram that it had for it?
Yeah.
The camera and the biological sensor, it's like into the feeling deduction. First feeling deduction unit, second feeling deduction, third unit, what?
What is that? Like, what?
That was crazy.
What is a feeling deduction unit? What are they basing it on, you know? It says, here we go. The robot would then respond in real time through speech and gesture, such as throwing its arms up in celebration or commiserating after harsh loss. Yeah, I can't do that. I just can't.
No.
I don't like this. I hate that potato.
Yeah.
That's a new record.
He is not for me.
Yeah. This...
The system would categorize these inputs based on feeling indexes, or I think that's supposed to be indices, but okay, we'll go with indexes, such as joy, anger, love, and surprise. That's what?
What?
How do you... Okay, look. Okay, the robot would pick up the gamer's verbal, paralinguistic, speed, volume, and tone of voice, and nonverbal cues, as well as the user's sweat and heart rates. I tell you right now, that's not going to work. That's not going to work on me at all.
Jeez.
That's what I struggle with, is all that stuff I just read. Oh my gosh, I hate this robot.
Okay. Well, no,
it seems like a stupid idea.
Yeah.
It's not, no, thank you. No.
Knowing what most gamers are like at gaming conventions, I would imagine that most of these robots are going to drown in sweat.
Yeah.
Also, I do worry about the state of the basement dwellers. You haven't been out in 6 months. Maybe you should get some sex.
Oh my gosh. I don't even... I'm going to keep it clean, but guys, oh my gosh. The Rick and Morty episode where Morty father's a half alien. That's just where my brain is going. With the robot.
What, you mean season 1, where Rick and Morty was actually a legitimately good show before it went off a cliff?
Yeah, I don't watch past
Rick and Morty
1.
Sucks. I'm up for upsetting everyone.
But we still love Justin Roiland. It's just
yeah, agreed.
Yeah. But so I just it's just I'm weird. Speechless. I can't. It's making my own circuits overload. What? Because here's the thing I can't quite grasp, and that is the Feeling Deduction Unit. Like how would it know about? Okay, I can kind of get the verbal. They'd have to do it culturally, though. They'd have to do it differently because all cultures have different. Yeah.
If it's anything like the Xbox Kinect, then this is going to be the most racist machine we've ever seen.
Or Siri trying to understand English people. Now that cracks me up.
That is good, yeah.
It's even worse here in Northern Ireland because the Northern Irish accent is unlike any other.
Yeah, I'm Siri not even going to attempt that one.
Nope. Siri's just like, can you repeat that? So I end up having to do all the voice crap for my friends.
Can you speak any other language other than deliberate drunk?
Exactly.
Bloody, what is wrong with me today? I've pretty much insulted everybody today. I'm sorry. I apologise.
At least you're equal opportunity. So.
Yeah, I'm an equal opportunities offender.
Yes. But... this blows my mind. It literally, I've short-circuited reading this.
It's definitely not going through that Feeling Deduction Unit for you.
It just wouldn't. I just imagine it would just be sitting there, just going.
Yeah. So you see this.
There's no data.
You see this first part of the flow diagram into the deduction unit. Literally every arrow is literally just rerouted. So camera, biological sensor, motion sensor, microphone, literally just rerouted to, huh?
Yeah. Huh?
What?
Yeah. No data. It'd be an N for no data.
This is. When I saw this, honestly, there was no way we couldn't cover this because this is hilarious. This is so funny.
Yeah, understandable. Oh,
it's one of the funniest stories I have ever read in my life, and I'm so surprised that this even got to a patent stage.
Well, they patent all kinds of stuff.
I know, not everything goes into full production, but Sony don't tend to have too many patents that don't go ahead.
That's very true.
The boomerang is one of the only ones that didn't. I mean, they had prototype images of those things as well, so they clearly made them.
Yeah, which is... You're hearing me short circuit.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll tell you what, the very last terrible episode of the rebooted Battlestar Galactica, which I love until the last season, but shows the rise of the Cylons, and they use that robot that came out a few years ago that's black and white. You know that one you always see it in the toy aisle? And they also have the dog version.
Oh, God, what is that?
The robot dog, which is Ibo or something like that.
Oh, I don't know, but all I can think of now is
called iRobot.
It's Ibo.
It is Ibo. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. So in Battlestar Galactica, they say that that's the beginning of the Cylons. So I guess this potato creature will usher in evil robots, and then we'll have like Cylons and Terminator things.
Just as long as it adheres to the 3 laws of robotics, I'll be fine. It can't bring harm to me or bring harm to itself if it harms another human. You know, all that sort of stuff. iRobot was a terrible movie.
It was a terrible movie, and that's making me go through all of I went through an Android phase where I really liked androids and science fiction. Yeah. And then AI came out.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
I could not. I can't. I have a lot of film studies friends that are like, oh no, it's a marvelous piece of art.
It's genius. Oh, it's
high art.
Oh, it's so good. No, do you want to know why they say that? Because it was Kubrick's last written movie, and that is all. He didn't even finish it.
Yeah, exactly.
See, same wavelength than me, Kylie. We just knew what we were going to say. Bloody Spielberg.
Yeah, and
he's a hack.
They're in two different leagues, just completely different.
I'm sure you missed that, so I'll say it again. Spielberg is a hack.
Yeah. Well, yes, but
early Spielberg is great.
I was gonna say because there's Indiana Jones and in the first Jurassic Park. Oh god, I did really love that.
Yeah.
E.T.'s good.
I'll make an admission here. I've never watched E.T.
It made me cry, and things don't make me cry. So.
Kylie's measure of how good a movie is, it made me cry, so it's a masterpiece.
If it makes me feel anything, it wins. I'll tell you what I really love that he did. And that was, it didn't do well in theaters, but that was Empire of the Sun. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that's a great film.
Christian Bale at 12 years old.
First film.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was
stunning actor.
Unbelievable.
It's just beautifully filmed. Guys, if you have not seen Empire of the Sun, it's stunning. Oh.
Legendary movie.
Yeah. Also, Christian Bale's awesome.
Yeah, I watched him in Ford versus Ferrari, and oh my god, he is so good in that film.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that, but
so good.
Yeah,
so good.
He's very good.
I think it's probably one of Matt Damon's better performances as well.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Matt Damon,
Matt Damon.
He's man. I want to. Okay, this is bad, guys. This is bad. What I'm fixing to say, but with everything that's in the news, I kind of want to watch Team America again.
Me too.
I love the I'm so wrong.
Yeah. Oh, that is hilarious as well.
I'm the worst person alive, but I do love that. It's a guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure.
Yep, me too. They've taken out our intelligence. We have no intelligence.
Wow, we have gone down the bunny trail on that one.
Oh,
gotta love it.
A bit.
Just a bit.
It's the funniest. So
okay. So shall we go down the rabbit hole of you got this section?
Look, the You Got This segment is our weekly segment that is supposed to be 2 minutes and may actually be 2 minutes this week.
I'm timing now.
Oh, great. Wonderful. So let me start talking fast. Now, every week we definitely, just take some time out for yourself. If you want a nice buzzword, it's called mindfulness, but I just call it my me time. And it doesn't have to be 2 minutes. Of course, it can be longer. But in the atmosphere of the current events, really, there's not much more to say than just make sure you're surrounded by people that are going to lift you up and support you, because we are all out of whack. I think we're all starting to suffer from space madness at this point. And for me, it would be too many people, but for others, it seems there aren't enough people interaction. So whatever your level of socializing that you need, make sure you keep it up via Skype or whatever. Yeah. Online, chatting and stuff.
Just don't use Zoom because it's easily hackable. Apparently.
Is it really? Yeah.
Apparently so.
Yeah, it really is.
My team meeting was on there the other day, and I sat there and went, "I'm not even creating an account at all."
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we started doing some video chatting here with Rapid Reviews crew, which I actually weirdly enjoyed.
Yeah, because you were drunk.
I was.
Kylie didn't even know where the webcam was and kept not looking straight at it. It's like basically putting her face in the way of it. It's like looking down to the side. It was like, what's going on here? Huh?
Oh man!
I have no memory of that last.
Oh, Jennifer, you missed out. It was so funny.
Oh. Well, we have to do it again. Yeah. Weirdly, like I said, that I enjoyed that. I looked forward to it, and then I felt pepped up afterwards. So.
And then you passed out a few hours later.
And I passed out. I did.
I got a message from you later on. It was like, I've been asleep for 3 hours. And this is like near midnight. I'm like, yes, you have.
I had a wine nap.
How many bottles?
Look, it's 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock, yes.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Pete?
How many bottles did you have?
Well, there's 3 on my desk. So
was that just from yesterday by any chance?
No. I think I actually had I think I had 2 full bottles, which I don't normally do. I don't normally do. I'm just very nervous talking to people.
And bearing in mind, this was on at 1 o'clock on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, it was afternoon drinking. I was day drinking.
Friday afternoon. It was it was Good Friday.
Oh no, but it was Easter, so
yeah, and I do live in Northern Ireland.
Giving her excuses.
I'm just Ireland. Neutral. Yeah. Neutral evil.
Yeah, you're chaotic evil. You're chaotic. Yeah. Chaotic neutral.
So
yeah.
But yes. So this week, just keep yourself around people who are going to lift you up. Don't look if there's someone whose personality doesn't gel with you, and that's perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But maybe they're too negative for you or too positive for you. Just lessen your time with them, but increase your time with those that do support you and lift you up and keep you going. And as always, for sure during this current thing, we got this together because we're all going through it, and
so does that mean that once all this is over, this goes back to you've got this?
Yes.
Or are we going to stick with we've got this?
I may stick with we've got this because it really is true. There's a lot of cool stuff happening. Oh God, it's weird to say that, but like I'm a watcher, and so I watch a lot of people and how they interact, and small businesses and stuff like that. They're really coming in and supporting each other and stuff. I kind of like that bit. I do like that bit.
Yeah, I love that side of it. It's just when everyone starts giving a crap about the celebrities, what they're doing.
Oh, gosh.
Funnily enough, there was a video on Twitter that I should share with you guys after this, now that I've remembered it. And it is basically just absolutely tearing the celebrities down, and it's really funny. So I'll post that to you, and then obviously when this episode goes live, I'll post it up there as well.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy because just for a little personal insight, which I don't usually talk about my personal life, but like I've been dealing with a lot of guilt because I kind of prepared for things. Because that's just how I do. I'm an entrepreneur, and that's what you do. You take healthy risks, and you prepare for the worst. Expect the best, prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
So I'm okay. I won't be okay forever, but I'm okay for a little while.
Yeah.
While I'm watching some other small businesses really struggling, and blah blah, I'm going to help them out. I am just blah blah. So if I'm dealing with that kind of guilt, I do not understand how the celebrities have the gall to be able to just be like, we're there, we're suffering with you, we're all in this together. And no, you're not.
I mean, you are, because you're about as close as human as you can get.
Yeah, but it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, Pierce Bronson being out in his wine fields.
Oh my God.
He's I like him, but he's still just I'm bored, so I washed my shoes.
What?
What? Yes.
I'm bored, I washed my shoes.
You have to go find that, yep. And he's just
God.
wine fields, just I thought I'd come out here for a bit.
Oh yeah, because not everyone could escape to their incredibly large vineyard.
Exactly. It's just like, oh my gosh.
If I wanted to go and escape to a vineyard, I'd get shot on sight.
Oh my gosh, yeah, well, my wine comes from British vineyards, so I know they must exist somewhere.
Oh god, what's it called? Do you by any chance have any that come over there from a place called Denby's?
Let's see. Broadland Wineries, Ltd. in R10. I don't know where that's at.
R10?
In R10.
No idea.
No. I gotta look this up, guys.
Doesn't bother me. I was just gonna say that's the one that I'd get shot on sight from.
Oh my god.
It's the closest one to me.
I mean, there can't be that many in,
Oh, there's a few.
Great Britain.
There's a few.
Let's see. Guys, I gotta know.
That's totally fine. I would do
Norwich.
that too.
We must stop the podcast immediately so Kylie can check out where her wine comes from.
It comes from some place called Norwich. Where is that?
Norwich.
Norwich.
I have
East
heard
Anglia.
this before.
So it's
I think
round like oh god, I'm trying to remember where it's like. Trying to think of the closest place, like Great Yarmouth or somewhere like that.
I don't recognize any of these words. Ooh, there's a place called Peterborough.
Yeah.
You should live there.
Thanks, Kylie, for that really old joke that took me back to primary school.
Hey, if there's a place called Kylieville, I'd move there in a heartbeat. The next biggest town is something called Bury St. Edmunds.
Ah, that's where my nan and granddad live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bury St. Edmunds is a lovely little place, but it's very old-fashioned.
Hey, this isn't that far from you.
In fact, they have the world's smallest pub there.
What? Seriously?
A pub that can only fit about 6 people in.
That's
and it is
cute.
ridiculously popular that people actually queue up outside. So when one person goes out, another one comes in. It's great. It's amazing, honestly.
I wonder with social distancing if it's only one person at a time now.
Oh, it's a pub, so it won't be open.
I thought. Well, I am in Northern Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah, those rules clearly don't apply over there.
Yeah.
So should we move on to our main topic?
Oh yeah, we're doing a show, aren't we?
Today on the Winecast.
That was the 2 minutes.
That was more than 2 minutes.
That is so funny. Well, that's what it's like when you hang out with us. So you wonderful listeners out there, you're now part of
Yep. Now you know what I have to deal with on a weekly basis. I'll get random messages of, I'm drunk. I'm drunk, I'm tired, or, oh, kill me. Yeah, one of those ones.
Yep. But, so the topic.
Yes.
Pete, would you like to introduce the topic?
I will introduce the topic, thank you, Kylie. Even though it was your topic to put on the table.
It was.
So, Kylie, you've been playing a lot of Doom Eternal again.
Yes.
Yes. It's now been out for over a month and you've played it 3 times, right?
Yes. I'm on my 4th playthrough, yes.
Okay, so the question that you raised was, should a game be re-reviewed based on a recent update?
Yes.
Now, what's the recent update for Doom?
For Doom, one of the points I made in the video review that we released was that how very much like Halo it was for me, which was a good thing for me because I enjoy Halo and I like the mechanics of it and stuff. And even the what you would call, I think Doom calls it sticky grenades and Halo calls it sticky bombs. Plasma. So
I just found you out for not a real Halo fan.
Yeah. I know what's on the bullets. That's printed on the bullets in the assault rifle. So
Sad.
But no, they were blue, very much like Halos, and they had the satisfying chunk. Oh, I just love it so much. And when I multiplayer, I am a sticky grenade user.
So was I. I always loved it.
Yeah, it's quick and easy, gets the job done, and you can do it for. I mean, other people are snipers. I'm not good at sniping. I don't have the patience or the control, so I'm more sticky grenades or big giant weapons. And in this update, they have taken some of those things away. The satisfying funk is gone. It's no longer blue. Yeah, and and the thing is, now, again, could just be maybe something I've missed. I'm always open to, being corrected, but I haven't even seen, like, anything stick, if that makes sense, on the bad guys. And I just hear the explosion, but I don't see anything. So,
is that because you're too busy moving away from the area and slaying some more demons?
I mean, yeah, you have to. Now, that is the key in any FPS, but definitely Doom, you have to keep moving. But sometimes what I'll do is I'll either jump up like in a man cannon or just jump up in the air and turn around just to see them explode, because they're satisfying,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it hasn't happened, and I don't like that. Now, of course, that is not going to bring the actual review of Doom down a point or anything.
Right, but it's now a 3 out of 5 game.
Yeah, exactly. They took my blue sticky bombs away. But it did bring up the idea that we as reviewers, we review the games. Sometimes we get them, pre-release, and we review based on what we've been given there. But now that things are digital, they can be digitally updated. So that kind of raises the question: do you re-review it? No, I was just saying, do you re-review it after an update?
Yeah, I mean, you get day one patches come out now that stabilise performance issues and odd textures and all that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I was just about to say it, and keeping up with the constant kind of updates is...
I know. It's almost like you'd have to keep a running, updated review or something.
Yeah. That would just get messy, because then you'd start seeing version 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. And then when do you decide to then put it onto 2.0? When they release their 2.0 update?
Exactly.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I think...
Yeah, it's just, with every little update, and even though they change a little bit, you would just get into this point and then reflect it again.
Yeah.
And the overall experience, and in Animal Crossing, for example, you saw everyone complaining about how many...
Oh, the eggs.
There are too many eggs, which I agree. And they were super, super annoying, but I just stopped playing.
Yeah, go fishing, find an egg.
Yeah.
Dig a hole, find an egg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
shooting down a balloon, finding an egg.
It was dumb. They made far too much emphasis on it being like high rate of success of getting eggs.
Yes. It was a bit annoying, but is it overall a bad game just because of that event?
Right. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Of course you say yes.
Yes, you say it.
No, Jennifer, I only did that to try and wind you up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's blocked. So of course.
I fully expected that one.
Yeah, but this raises also the question. I mean, the update in Doom is more, ongoing. Hence, in Animal Crossing, you have this kind of event and it's just over. And then just, would you mind doing this? Would you do an expansion? It's just a hard thing to decide. And what many people underestimate, reviews take a long time to get out there. So long, you might not even think about that.
Yes, it's true.
Hold on a minute, Jennifer. So you don't play a game for 5 minutes and then write a review in 10 minutes about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I obviously do something wrong.
But it's true because, I mean, again, using Doom only because it's just the most recent example that I have.
Absolutely good, yeah.
Yeah, and I love it. But it's on average about a 20-hour campaign if you're just starting it.
Yeah.
And we had to do a video review, in 3 days.
6 days, 6 day turnaround, I think it was in total.
It was,
From you getting the code to us putting the review out, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was 5. No, we worked out it was 5 days because it was on the Wednesday night, I think, and then we were out by Tuesday. But you didn't start playing it until Thursday night.
Exactly, and had had a update come out in between, let's say that Friday and that Tuesday, we would not have been able to recut our review.
Absolutely not.
No. So it is kind of, and that kind of makes me think too. Again, I can't believe I'm going to mention just my same games over and over, but that's just how it is. New Vegas. I think New Vegas is a good example of it came out, everyone hated it.
Yeah.
If you go and look at the reviews from that, the release and everything, critics are just like, no, our reviewers are just like, this is terrible, it's awful, blah, blah, blah.
With exception to one. There was only one person that saw through the turd, and that was Jim Sterling.
Yes.
Annoyingly so.
I know. I rarely agree with him, but on that, I do. Yeah. And then Bethesda patched it. I think it took about a year or something. It was a long time for it to be patched. And slowly but surely, everyone's like, oh, this is actually a really good game. Oh, this is the best Fallout game of all of them. Oh, this is wonderful, And but it's got all those negative reviews now on its record. If that makes sense. But so I don't know.
Yeah, it affects the Metacritic rating by having all these negative reviews, despite the fact that the game has been updated and is now in a more polished state. Just my main example for this is No Man's Sky.
Oh, yes.
How much of a train wreck that game came out as.
It was terrible.
Has the game been re-reviewed since? No. Not once. But yet they've had multiple expansions. So they've reviewed the expansions, not actually re-reviewed the base game. So that's
a good example.
That score has still quite low down, despite the fact that most people now turn around. I think 4 years later, I think it came out in 2016, didn't it?
Yes,
I don't know. So, but it's now a game that most people understand is an actual legitimate and genuinely decent online experience. And I think this is the point that I wanted to make about it, is that I think there are certain games that should be re-reviewed, and that is live service games.
Right.
Things like Fortnite and all your Battle Royale games. I think because of the content updates that they add to them are so massive, it is kind of like changing the game in a sense. You look at how much Fortnite has changed since the very first update. And you see the whole Black Hole event, and now Chapter 2 is out, and how ridiculously different that all is.
Yeah,
it is like playing a whole new game.
It is. Yeah. But that does make me think, bringing up Animal Crossing again. Animal Crossing, as I understand it, and remember, I have not played this iteration. It has events, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I kind of wonder if that is the direction we should go, is review every event, but that could get tedious. Yeah, that could be too much.
No.
I think the thing is for me is that the base game hasn't changed. It hasn't changed at all. The general mechanics are all the same. Everything sort of feels the same. It's just something new has been added to the game.
How about this caveat? We just review paid content.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So any DLCs
interesting.
Or anything like that.
Exactly. Because if you have to buy it, you want to know, is it worth putting my money out?
Okay, it's a good point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, because you know, okay, yeah, we got the review code for Doom, but let's say I bought Doom, the update, I didn't have to pay for that update, you know?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I get where you're getting at. Mm.
Yeah, of course. So you're not paying for that update. So the base game hasn't changed at all in that respect. Right. So it's still got the same score that you would have on it.
Yeah. I think, ultimately it would. It's still awesome.
I do think we do already do that. We do actually review DLCs.
We do.
Expansion content. So look at everyone that reviewed like Destiny 2 over the years, like because of how many expansions they had. Same with the original Destiny with Taken King and all that. They got re-reviewed despite the fact that the base game hadn't changed that much, but there was whole new story-based content to look at. So it makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's could basically mean that any EA game that gets reviewed is now going to get a 2 out of 10 because we've added microtransactions.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Man, the worst day for me was when EA took over Maxis. And I haven't touched a Maxis game.
Thanks, since. Kylie. You've ruined my day. Because you made me think about Maxis and Bullfrog and all those great companies.
But we have 2 Point Hospital. We have 2 Point Hospital.
Yes, we do now because EA was stupid and didn't realise that actually Theme Hospital was amazing and Bullfrog were an amazing studio. That really these people had to leave them to go and create their own studio to make their own game. It is the Bender. It is the epitome of the Bender moment. Well, if you're not going to do it, I'm going to go and make my own Theme Hospital with blackjack and hookers. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there was blackjack and hookers in 2 Point Hospital.
It's so good, but I mean,
it's really good.
It's a great game.
It's awesome.
And again, I've said this before, but as an American, we didn't have Theme Hospital for some reason. We didn't get a lot of the Bullfrog games. We got Theme Park, which I love.
Yeah. Because they were a very English company run by Peter Molyneux.
Oh, gosh. One day, we're going to have to do an episode on...
We don't need to. All you need to do is literally go and watch any Fact Hunt episode from Larry Bundy Jr. where he rips it out of Peter Molyneux on every single one. That's all you need to know about it. You can just... That's all the facts you need about him.
Oh. What was the game Bullfrog released? I never played it until I got here. And then I started to like it. But you're like a landlord?
Probably.
And you build... It's like Constructor or something. I can't remember.
Populous.
No, it wasn't Populous. That one I know.
Okay.
It has like
a landlord.
Yeah, and it has like APIs like Theme Park does. That kind of claymation-y look.
Wow. Okay.
Well, let's see. Bullfrog game.
Nice bit of live Googling for you here.
Yeah.
How have we got?
No, it's not Syndicate.
How have we gone from re-reviewing a game to we're going to talk about Bullfrog?
It's...
I love Bullfrog. I do.
Fantastic company. Should never have been swallowed up by EA.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I can't find it, so I'll have to look at it later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll add an addendum in the show notes for that one.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, to get back on point. I'm telling you, I think the lockdowns just made us all stir crazy.
Scatterbrains as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's saying something because I'm already a scatterbrain. But
wow.
Like one thing that I'm gonna do, and I kind of mentioned there as well, is like in a few months, it'll be November again, which means it'll be 2 years since Red Dead Redemption was released. I'm thinking I'm going to give it another playthrough because I want to go back. I gave that game a 9 out of 10. And I want to replay it to see if my opinion has changed. I won't write another review, but I mean, I'm curious just to see how much it changes because
sure.
Yeah, it's still an active product that is actively for sale. So yeah, it's just it sometimes I think that a re-review of games is good, but I don't know. I don't know if there's any merit in it, but I feel like there could be for paid content.
Yeah. Yeah, I get where you're coming from. And I agree. I think paid content is a new addition that you kind of need more infos about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, companies want to sell their games and projects to you, so they praise it like it's the best thing since sliced bread, you know?
Exactly. Oh, God, yeah.
And so you gotta see if you, at least if you want to. Of course, you can just, buy it and then deal with it if it's good or bad. But people want to have an impression, and then revisiting isn't the baddest thing, I guess. And also, it's like a new game. I mean, we reviewers, we don't get only $60 kind of games, and we have some things like $2.99 and things like that. And when we review this kind of game, and why shouldn't we do it with DLC that costs the same or more or less amount?
Yeah, exactly.
Because once you put a price tag on it, it's something that could enrich or make the game worse somehow.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely.
Okay. Well,
that's
the
thing that I kind of, that's my point of view on it. But of course, it hasn't been a full-fledged review. You can kindly link to your old one where people can, read it first or read it after they completed the original one, or just rely on the, on the newest review that you have done. But make sure to touch some subjects that were essential in the last game and what is affected by the edition. If you want
right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, I've got a couple of examples for you to ask you whether or not that a game should be re-reviewed in this respect.
Fun, yes.
Okay, so the first one will relate to Jen. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the DLC case. You know the one, chapter 5. Now, the mechanics of that game in that episode were so significantly different to the rest of the game. Does that warrant a re-review then?
Yes, it's clear.
Because it's I felt the same as well, because obviously a lot of that is to do with, like, you never have anything to do with fingerprint analysis in the main game, and this one is focused so much around it.
They just created a case to introduce this kind of mechanic that you could do back then on the Nintendo DS. So yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because it never came out on the Game Boy Advance original version. No. It came out on the DS when that had been popularized in the West. So okay,
it's a no-brainer. Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Okay, so the other one is Terraria. Now, I've reviewed that game, but they've got the massive, very last content update coming for it that is completely free, but adds over 800 new items and new bosses, new everything, new biomes, the whole lot. Now, do I re-review that game?
Yes.
Exactly what I thought, because it sounds like it's a whole new game.
Yeah,
exactly.
Despite being free.
Yeah, despite being free, that's the kind of thing. But it's permanent, you know.
And
that's the thing that is. It's, 800 items.
I know, and that game's got a stack load of items already.
Yep.
Wow.
The fact that they added new biomes to the game as well. That's crazy. Yeah. This game is 9 years old.
Yeah.
I know.
It's madness. How have they maintained this game for 9 years and still kept it fresh?
Insane. Yeah.
People play Terraria, for God's sakes.
Okay.
Honestly, I absolutely loved reviewing that game for Rapid Reviews, because it meant I could delve so deep into everything that I'd already played. But they had so much new content. It was honestly like going back and playing a new game all over again, despite the fact I knew exactly what I was doing.
Okay.
It was so nice.
Can you link me to the article? I kind of missed that review, and I was always, when I was in my electronics store before all this kind of situation happened, I was kind of flirting with it, and I was just like, should I take you home or not? Not today.
I like the way you described that one there. That was good.
Yeah,
was good.
Not today. Maybe next time.
Not
next time I was standing in there and I was exactly the same. I was just like, should I take you? I couldn't forget about you. Should I take you home? Nah. No.
Nah, you haven't bought me enough drinks yet. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, yeah, the other thing that what just kind of came to mind is, and is still updated, is Stardew Valley.
Oh, yeah. My God, that game gets so many updates.
Yes.
It does, yeah. That's a good point, actually.
It just came to my mind because I saw and participated on a poll on Twitter where Eric Barone was asking which kind of fruit tree he should implement in the game next.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was kind of fun. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That he went out and was just like, which kind of fruit do you want to harvest on your farm in Stardew Valley?
Yeah, I think that's great.
Really good.
Yeah.
He's actually been real. That whole, I just have a lot of love. Yeah, I have a lot of love for Stardew Valley.
Me too.
Very much. Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
It was a game that got me through a very difficult period in my life.
Right. Excellent.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
That's why I have a lot of love for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Who did you guys marry, if you marry?
I didn't make it that far, yeah.
No,
okay.
I decided not to.
Oh, nice.
I went for the single farmer.
I don't have time for you. Go away.
No, the way that I was envisioning it in my mind is, I like these ladies, but I think I might be gay.
Oh, nice.
That's too funny. That's good.
That's really good.
Yeah, I decided to roleplay it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But seriously, all the characters and the Bachelor and the Bachelorettes that you can marry, they are all so charming, and they actually have some sort of decent character to them.
They do.
Yeah.
Definitely more fleshed out than it was in Harvest Moon.
Yeah. You had the funny, naive one, then had you the quiet one, then the cold, kind of cool one, and the boyish one, and also...
Oh man, that was the one I should have gone with.
I don't doubt it. With your previous kind of confession.
Well, that's what I was just leaving
Yeah.
from it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
As a very random side note that has nothing to do with anything, the game I was trying to think of earlier was Constructor.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And that's released by Acclaim. It was not released by Bullfrog. I didn't know that.
No wonder I didn't know it.
Yeah, they look exactly alike. Like, it looks like a Bullfrog game, but nope.
Just a little less, more low effort than a Bullfrog game.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I kind of want to play it again, though.
Doesn't quite have the charm that a Bullfrog game has.
No, there's definitely no charm to it. That I do remember. Yeah. But, yeah.
Okay.
So what's the consensus here? Should a game be re-reviewed? Should it not? Is there too many circumstances based around it to say why you should or shouldn't?
That's kind of where I'm at, as kind of evaluating on individual basis, because I'm not going to re-review Doom. I still love it.
The base game hasn't changed at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then if it were to get DLC, which
it will.
I thought Red Dead would get DLC, and it never did.
Yeah, everyone thought GTA 5 would get story DLC, and it never did.
It's very weird that they didn't go that route. But I would probably do like an additional separate review, but not an updated review.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like an add-on.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
DLC review.
Hey, she said it. I was just beat me to it as well.
Yeah, very good, very good. But I think that if it were a game like No Man's Sky, where the game completely changes, like good example is We Happy Few.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That game, when it was in its infancy and was just a demo, was amazing. Great premise, challenging gameplay. The only thing I didn't like was the where it renders it different each time,
and also the fact that Jim Sterling was a voice in there.
Yeah, well.
Sorry, I'm ragging on Jim Sterling today. I don't know why. I've moved on from Schreier to
Sterling. He has a hard time with you. Thank God for him, I guess.
No, thank God for me.
Yeah. Oh, great.
But yeah, if it's a game that completely changes from what it was, I do think it warrants an updated review.
Yeah, I'd agree. Do you think then that if we are to do additional reviews, that they should be paid for then?
Ooh.
Like what Jen said, DLC reviews.
That's the thing.
It's more workload, isn't it? You know.
It is.
And it's not very often that that a company will send out a code for a DLC.
That's true.
I keep getting DLC codes for the game that I gave like a 2 to.
Like me, please.
Guys, I'm not going to download your DLC. I don't like the game.
Please do. We do everything. Please like our game. Here's another DLC.
Exactly.
It's now officially becoming the needy girlfriend at this point, isn't it?
Oh my god!
Please like me, please.
Yeah, that's my signal to run away. No clingy robots for me, thank you.
Man, you're full of the callbacks all throughout this episode.
Yeah.
It's good.
Right?
It's good.
Yeah.
Dang.
I feel bad for the people that listen to it in parts.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be terrible for them.
Oh god, what did she say? Oh no.
Exactly. I'll have to rewind it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Gee.
Yeah.
I just
too long didn't listen. Didn't re-listen. Sorry.
That kind of sounds the same like most people.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, it's just a couple of texts come through from our guest and our other co-host here. So just talking about what game it was, but we're not going to say it out loud.
No.
I will say that on its Wikipedia entry, it says this game received quote generally favorable reviews. According to review aggregator Metacritic. That's only one line. There's nothing else.
I'm not general.
Is that on the Wikipedia?
Yes.
Yeah.
I might log in and just write.
Oh,
Kylie gave this a terrible review. And who did you review it for at the time?
Rabbit Reviews.
Oh, you did? Okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
Maybe my first one.
Oh, right. Okay.
I mean, it's from a major studio, and well, not major, but major.
Okay, fine. I'm not doing that because it'll bring Rapid Review's name into disrepute.
Oh, right, yeah. Exactly. No, we don't do that.
No,
That's
if
right.
it was the other outlet you worked for, I would have done. I would have dunked straight on that.
The one no longer exists. Yeah.
Look at you. It's just like.
Look, Rapid Reviews has been good to me and to us, to all of us.
Gosh,
so I
yeah.
can't dunk on that, can I? I can't do that.
We have brand loyalty.
Yes.
It's not even the brand loyalty. I just want this podcast to keep going, with me still on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a surprise.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You're very welcome, darling.
Do I detect the smallest note of sarcasm in your voice there?
What? Me?
That's what I was waiting for.
Sarcasm? No.
Have I ever done that?
No. No.
What are you talking about? Us Germans don't know what sarcasm is.
No. No sarcasm, no Schadenfreude, nothing.
Oh gosh, my favorite word.
Schadenfreude?
Yeah, because I don't really believe in karma, but I do love some Schadenfreude. There's a song about that in Avenue Q. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I gotta post something later on for
okay, all right.
Yeah, which Pete will love. Okay. I hope I can still find it because it's Ace Attorney.
Oh, of course.
Well, you've got the Achilles heel there.
Yep. I want to show my ignorance for a moment. I don't play. I don't play Animal Crossing, which I've stated many times, but the people around me do.
Oh, what? All the people in your house have been playing it?
2 out of the 4. Well, 3, because I'm.
Oh.
If you count me, I'm 4. So 2 out of the 4 are playing it.
Oh,
yeah. Wow. So, I wondered why all of the Switches were selling out. I didn't really quite understand. Why no one could find one. Mm-hmm. So, is it my understanding that you can't have more than one copy of Animal Crossing per Switch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't have your own island, can you? It's all the island is linked to the system.
To the thing.
Yeah, you gotta
I'm very late to the party. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's insane.
You gotta share it.
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't know if I said it here or on the other podcast, but I was just like, guys, I don't really care about this discussion because
I think it was when I was on the other podcast.
Okay.
I do think you referenced it here, though, back to the other podcast.
Yeah.
Because you did say something about the island. Because you won't be sharing your Switch with anyone or something like that.
Yeah, I was just like...
I didn't really...
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't really get it, but...
Yeah.
Now I do.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't share my island because I don't share my Switch.
Yeah.
And everyone who does, good luck.
Oh my god.
Because I kept scrolling through Twitter when I'm actually on there nowadays, and then they were just like, I wonder if I get my Switch back. I made a terrible mistake handing it over to the girlfriend or the kids, and
So now,
well, see, that's kind of what I've done is let someone else use it and download their own copy. And I was watching them; they were doing a bug quest or something. They were turning in bugs to a museum or something, which is kind of cool. Kind of caught my attention.
Yeah.
Maybe, and then they're like, that's what it was, and I was because they were gonna go build a tarantula island or something, which I don't think you can do now or something. I have no idea. Remember, it's all, but I was like, I might want to try that out eventually, and they were like, well,
no can do,
and I was like, whoa. I really did not get that in the beginning. I really don't understand it.
Yeah, what you can do is... Which is...
kind of ship it, I'm guessing?
Yeah, you never should do something like that, Nintendo, but okay, there you go, and people still love you for this.
Yes.
You can do it. If you have one Switch and want to have 2 islands, you can go digital and physical.
Oh, really?
Oh!
Nice. So it doesn't even recognise that there's a save already on the system?
As far as I remember, yeah.
That's weird.
That's some major marketing they did there.
Because, you were creating a character and,
That is really interesting.
That leads me to another question. What if you... Yeah, you could do that, sure, but is that possible? I think if I remember right and understood the whole issue, because I was just like, I don't want to know this. This is just too crazy. Why would someone do this? But it's Nintendo. You can get away with it. So as much as I love the game, as much as I do like Nintendo, this is kind of... This is the icky kind of thing with me and the Lite, the Nintendo Switch Lite, and also the drifting problem. Ask me about this, and
Well, see, that's kind of what I was wondering, because when we were speaking to other Rapid Reviews writers, some of them went out and bought Switches for their kids, and so they'll have
don't get me started with that.
Well, see, that's the thing. 4 Switches, and some of the kids are like toddlers and stuff like that. And I'm just very confused. Like, why are they buying Switches? Like, so many per family. And now I know. And it's like, whoa, Nintendo kind of pulled a fast one there.
Yeah. There is a podcast that I listen to where one of the guys on there, my God, he had a Switch already, but there were 3 other Switches bought and 4 copies of Animal Crossing. All because he didn't want his kids screwing with his island.
Yeah, I don't.
Which is just like, wow. Okay.
Wow. Yeah. I legitimately, in my naivete that I am well acquainted with, I really thought, oh, it's a bunch of non-gamers going out and buying Switches for the first time.
No.
No,
it's a bunch of gamers buying more Switches because they need more Switches.
More islands. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel like an idiot again.
How many people do you reckon bought another Switch just so they could abuse the system of getting loads of items and transferring it?
Seriously.
Absolutely.
How many time travelers have there been?
Oh yeah, now I do know that. Yeah, because one of the people here do that. So.
Oh, do they? I didn't know that.
It.
Yeah, they're like, don't mess with your clock, but you can. And I was like, okay.
But, like, time jumping has been like a massive thing in Animal Crossing since the GameCube version.
Yeah.
It's always been a part of it.
Yeah.
I don't do it, but everyone who does, congratulations.
Yeah. Animal Crossing New Horizons, the best Animal Crossing game since New Leaf. I am trying to wind the Animal Crossing fans up now. I'm sorry.
Yep.
So we're agreed on that one.
But kind of looking at the clock here, I see that we are
running over.
But I have loved having everyone here. Always love having Jen as a guest.
Thank you.
And we love it when our audience stops by. And we appreciate any likes or shares or anything because, as we say every week, we don't advertise. It's all word of mouth. So
yeah, we put our time, we put our effort in. We do this for you.
We do. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. But we do it without being paid. So if you can like, subscribe, share, leave comments, give us feedback, we're always happy to hear that.
Post questions when Kylie remembers to post up about it.
Yeah, apologies for the last 2 weeks because I forgot to ask for questions. So, yes, it's been 2 weeks with questions.
You know which kind of question you were going to get when it's starting again.
Yeah, I wanted to say, would you like to ask your question, Jen?
You just beat me to it. I was going to ask.
This week's the listener question comes from Jen herself.
Who is now who's not really a listener at the moment, more an active participant.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's just like, oh wow, what a good question.
I've been put on the spot, but I'm going to ask my own question. I'm going to answer my own question here.
Cool. Yes, finally.
Well, let me ask. I'll ask a question. Jen, how much do you like Rayanne?
You did this kind of question. Wow, who submitted that? Wow, awesome.
I like this person.
Hit me up on Oh man, I can't even say it with a straight face. Hit me up on Twitter. I think we're gonna be best friends.
You have the same kind of mind.
Yeah, Yes. Wow. Cool person. Yay. Yeah, I think he's okay.
Yeah, he's right.
Just okay. Just
yeah, he's kind of okay.
Yeah. You can hear you smile and say that.
Yeah, you know how they say you can hear someone smiling on the phone. Yeah, you can hear Jennifer smiling talking about Ryan.
Yeah.
How much do you like Ryan? Just a little. Your
Yeah,
Twitter might
he's
say
okay.
otherwise.
There's hearts coming out of my speakers.
Yep. I still noticed you've got that up. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's never going to change, is it?
But don't worry.
Wait. Maybe.
She's doing it now.
Huh? I'm sorry?
No, probably when if Phoenix comes out, you'll be like, no, I love him.
No, you guys.
No.
You're.
Cloud.
Yeah.
Cloud,
yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I could get on board with that.
I was gonna say.
I mean, everyone does.
Yeah. Get on the Cloud hype train.
Oh, I don't care.
Yes.
I'll be controversial here. Aerith over Tifa every day of the week. Come
Yes.
on in, bro.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Finally, unblocked.
Yay! Woohoo!
I like you.
Very good. Very good.
We were in the middle of wrapping up the episode, and then
We were. Listen to us.
We derailed.
Yeah.
But I wanted to throw my own GIF in there.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah. Woo.
Yeah, my own.
GIF.
Of course.
GIF.
So talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, but we're on the edge of our seats now. We're in anticipation.
Yeah.
We want to know. GIF.
Yeah.
GIF.
Oh,
This is great radio, everyone.
Yeah, high quality podcasting. But that kind of reminds me of the time when we were just like, yeah, let's just go off all at the same time. 3, 2, 1, and that made me so happy. I have no idea why.
Oh my gosh, that was really good because I couldn't figure out how to work.
That was so cute. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And we were just going back on, and it was just like, yeah, you gotta go there. And then we were just like, guys, we are all here. Let's do it together. 3, 2, 1, and everyone went on. Oh, that was so good.
Okay.
My boyfriend.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Master Chief and Cortana. And when Halo Infinite comes out,
I would never have guessed it was a Master Chief and Cortana GIF, considering the title is Master Chief and Cortana on Make a GIF.
What a surprise! And it says premium under there. That's
oh wow! Okay, you paid for this GIF.
I don't know. I don't know how to post GIFs in Discord. Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if that. There we go. Oh, yeah. Look at them. That's not moving, so I apparently did it wrong. But
we've now figured out that Kylie does not know how to GIF.
I don't know how to GIF in the. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Lessons learned from this podcast. Make sure the format is correct.
Yeah.
I forgot we were on desktop.
Oh my gosh.
Aww. Okay, that's adorable.
So you know the facepalm meme? Yeah. That's me right now.
Ah, yeah.
What the hell? Why does Cortana look like a cardboard cutout?
Oh, it's Halo 3.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, look at them. They love each A robot man and his AI construct.
Well, that's basically anybody with Siri or Google Home at the moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I need Halo Infinite to come out so bad.
Yes. So you can follow the reviews on www.rapidreviews.uk.com.
Chaotic evil, I tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay, so you can follow us on Twitter, which is @RapidReviews.UK, or the podcast-centric Twitter, which we recently surpassed 69 followers. Nice.
I wish we hadn't. I wish we would have stayed on 69 forever.
I know.
Nice.
But you can, exactly, nice. You can follow that at RR Radio Pod. And then our new address, which I promise there will be content coming out at some point. Twitch.tv/RR Radio Pod.
That content is coming on Friday, the 1st of
Yes.
May, where I will be streaming Streets of Rage 4.
Yep. And, what else have we got? Oh, Rapid Reviews UK Facebook page.
Boomer.
Or you can send us questions or comments or critiques or any feedback at podcast@rapidreviewsuk.com.
Yep.
And Jen, our lovely guest, where can they find you out in the web-sphere?
Out in the wild?
Yes.
Where are you breathing in the wild?
Oh, God.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh, gosh.
That was bad. I apologize.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter @lady_sugarcube.
No luck with removing that underscore then.
No.
Oh.
Still no. Still a big fat no.
Okay.
But yeah, we see about that.
You can also catch Jen on her other home, which is the Caffeinated Bantercast.
Yeah.
I said a thing right for once.
Way!
Yes. I completely shocked. And then, Pete, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter @PeteBeckett1, where I don't know, I'm currently posting like my screeing of Final Fantasy, to be honest.
Which is totally fine.
Good. Yeah, exactly.
It's legit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Kylie, where can they find you on the lanes?
You can find me at Kiley Tagreet, which is KILEYTEHGREET, on the Twitters, where I'm not really posting much right now because I'm playing Doom. So, and if I were to post, it would be about how much I love Doom and how much autistic I am. So,
because now laughing at that makes me feel like a horrible human being.
Oh, you're supposed to laugh.
But that's good. To wrap it up, if you want to see something about Doom, visit Kylie. If you want to see something about Final Fantasy VII Remake, visit Pete. And if you want to see something about Animal Crossing, visit me.
There you go.
Or if you want to see anything
some Raihan.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And if you want to see me being vulgar, then go to Twitter.
Or on the Caffeinated Bantercast, dang it, when you are starring as a guest.
Oh, yeah. Which that episode is due to come out quite soon,
yes,
I believe.
So, yeah. Fingers crossed.
I think it was supposed to already be out, but it's not out at the moment.
Rezo.
Get well, Rezo.
Stay posting, Rezo.
Just carry on with that Final Fantasy VIII playthrough and tactics and Birth by Sleep and everything else you've got going on at the moment. And Persona 5 Royal.
Oh goodness! Oh dear.
Okay, sorry.
So
we've insulted Rezo a bit too much there.
But that almost wraps us up. So thank you for everyone for stopping by. Thank you, Jen, for stopping by as always.
Thank you for still having me.
It's always a pleasure.
Yes.
Thanks.
Three times more laughs when Jin's around.
There always is, actually. It's weird.
Yeah.
Clearly, she's the funny one.
Seriously? Oh dear.
But that does leave one more thing that Pete is prepared for, because I forgot to ask. Pete, hit us with that game fact.
Yes.
So I didn't prepare one this week.
All right, of course.
No, I'm joking. God. Why do you think... Oh, come on. Where do you think this podcast would be without game facts?
I was going to say, where do you think it would be without you? Not exist.
Good point. Now, I've picked a game fact that I know Kylie's going to know something about.
Right, now,
okay. You know about a particular cereal over in America called Chex.
Yes, I do.
Nice.
So you'll know about Chex Quest.
Yes, I do. I do very much.
Good. So Chex Quest, the game based on the Doom game engine, is a non-violent first-person shooter game released in 1996.
Yes,
but it was the first ever video game included as a cereal box prize.
Wow, really?
I know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
See, I remember.
All right,
back
smart
then...
ass Jin.
Excuse me, I was just watching YouTube. Wow.
I already knew that.
I already knew that.
Oh my gosh.
I finally do know something.
Way.
You know, though, I have to say, back then, I was playing, what was the freaking game? Dadgummit. What is Mr. Pibb? That's it. So we have this drink called Mr. Pibb. Yeah, there was a Mr. Pibb video game and released in 1998. Wow. I loved that game.
You also had Mick Kids and Pepsi Man and Cool Spot.
Yes.
Pepsi Man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what a wonderful
dang it.
That's a great era.
Didn't you also have one about the old, God, what was it called? The,
Yes.
wasn't it like the drug message, like, thing?
Oh, there's all kinds of those, but Dare or, I forgot what DARE stands for. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Drugs are bad. We used to have to make posters and stuff. Oh, it was terrible.
I used to love those ones as well, where you get to an arcade and it was like, winners don't use drugs.
Yes, exactly.
But most of them are on some sort of drugs, clearly. If they're an esport player, they are.
Gosh. Wow. So I haven't been back to the US in quite a few years. And I totally forgot, but you're right. For a lot of the games, the arcades, which are usually in Pizza Hut, there's a blue screen that comes up with the presidential seal that says winners don't use drugs. It was like an executive order or whatever. It was like law. Have to put that. Oh my god!
They had them on the startups for most games, didn't they? It was not very often they would show up. It's when the machines started up.
They show every time you started.
Okay. Well, I may have seen them through some emulators, possibly.
I
disavow.
Yes, they may or may not exist.
I disavow.
Wow, we were supposed to end this like 10 minutes ago.
Okay. See you later, guys.
All right, everyone. Thank you. It's been great. It's always been great, and we will see everyone next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I like Ryan. I love him.